I'm George, and I am going to interview Mr. Dowling. Do I have permission to record this YouTube video? My first question for you is, what factors did you consider in selecting what college to attend?
Pretty much it was two factors. It was where the college was located and also if they had my degree. Not every college carries a physics degree, and I wanted to be somewhere close enough that I could return home if I needed to in an emergency or something quick, but far enough away that I didn't bump into my parents at the grocery store or something.
Okay, my second question is, how was your social connection with friends or classmates in college?
My social connection was very strong. I made friends right out the door because I'm a gregarious person. I love going out and making friends and meeting new people and figuring out how people work. It's what I love doing. So I stepped outside of my dorm when we were moving in, and I looked at these about 6 guys that were around me, and I said, "Hey guys, I'm hungry. You want to go to get lunch together?" And that was how I made my friends. And they're the kind of people that I wanted to keep. I mean, I met a lot of other people by doing that. I've met people from South Korea, where I just met him. There's a guy named, I remember his name was Hawk. Met him on the middle of the hallway one day, third year of college. Saw him moving in, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to go to Wiener Schnitzel. You want to come with me?" Never met him before. Said, "Yeah, sure." And over we drove, talked to him, found out he was from South Korea. He was coming over on a visa trip through exchange program, and that the school never gave him a student ID, so he couldn't sign up for classes. So we had to help him get everything set up. I never talked to him again after that point. I saw him, and we still talk, like we said, "Hi, how's it going?" Nothing mean. He found other friends that were more his speed. So my social connections were pretty strong.
What was your most favorite part about college?
I have to say it was living in the dorms. I loved all the classes, and I loved going and learning, and I loved doing the labs, and I loved being able to expand my horizons. But the first step on living alone is very different than when you're with your parents. It is a huge change, and being able to do that in a safety net with other people who are doing it, and being able to get support from them really helps you out, especially when you're trying to do everything at once. You can have friends help you, or you can help your friends, and it makes you feel better for doing it. So living in that dorm, making the social connections, learning about how to live on your own, even though you aren't totally on your own, because most of your dorm is paid through scholarships, your parents, or some other way. Your food is paid for. You have a food bill and a credit card and all that stuff. You aren't actually living on your own, but you're independent. So it really gives you that first sense of what kind of person you are.
My other question is, why did you choose to attend the college that you were?
Why did I choose Cal Poly specifically?
Yeah.
Well, it had to do with the fact that they actually had my degree. Their physics program was one of the better ones in the area from all the other colleges that accepted me. Like I got acceptance from a few other colleges. Some of them were way up north in Northern California. The others were way on the other side of the country. I didn't want to leave the area, and basically came down to Cal Poly in Fullerton. And Fullerton's campus looked pretty grungy, and their physics department did not seem up to date. So I went with Cal Poly.
My last question is, can you give me a tip to survive college?
I can give you several. Actually, if you go to my class, I gave a whole speech at the end of the year for my seniors when they go out. But in a singular tip, learn how you learn. If you know how your brain works, if you know what you need to do in order to get stuff done, you will spend less wasted time. I knew people that learned by reading entire books, that would write every single problem down and do every note, and he would show it to me. It was beautiful. It was huge, thick, one of those giant 5-star, like 3-subject ones, but he would never pick the book up again. He wouldn't have to. He wouldn't even look at his notes again. He would sit on a shelf. He needed to practice it and read it. I can't do that. I needed to go to every single class, no matter how foolish it was, but I didn't do 6-hour cram sessions or massive long reports. I didn't have to. I was learning through audio learning and experience. The guy was visual experience, so very different learning modes. If you figure that out, then you don't have to spend time forcing yourself to do the 6-hour cram session, which will actually hurt you because your brain's not supposed to absorb information that way if you're not wired that way. So figure out how you learn. Try it out in college, in high school here. See if taking notes a certain way is more effective than other ways. See if certain learning. Do you need to graphically draw stuff out? Do you visualize stuff? All that information will save you a ton of time in college. So you can actually focus on the really hard subjects first, and you dedicate more time to that. And then the easier subjects will be nothing major, and you have a lot of time to go out and have fun and not burn your brain out, which is what a lot of people in college do.
Okay, thank you, Mr.